Hey everyone, and welcome back to StoryOrbitEN, your favorite English learning podcast, where we talk about real stuff, real stories, and real English. So today's question is kind of spicy. Tom, tell them.
All right, here we go. The big question of the day, is climate change actually real, or is it just part of the natural cycle of the Earth?
Ooh, that's the million-dollar question. And I bet some listeners are already thinking, oh no, they're going political.
Yeah, no worries, people. We're not going into politics. We're just having an honest, curious, and slightly chaotic conversation about what's happening with our planet.
Exactly, because whether you believe in global warming or you think it's just the Earth doing its own thing, there's no denying something weird is going on.
Like last week, it was November and I was wearing shorts. Shorts!
Right? I saw people swimming at the beach in November. My brain was like, wait, what season is this?
That's what I mean. So before we start, quick shout out to our listeners. This episode is great for practicing English about the environment, science, and expressing opinions. We'll explain new vocabulary as we go.
Yeah, and you guys can comment at the end with a sentence using one of the new words we talk about. Okay, let's dive in. Climate change. Real or exaggerated?
I think it's real. There's too much evidence. Rising sea levels, extreme heat waves, melting ice, all of that.
I agree partly. But I think some people use the term climate change for everything. Like if it rains too much one week, they go, oh no, climate change.
True. It's like the ultimate excuse. Late to work? Climate change? Your hair looks bad? Climate change.
Exactly. Okay, but seriously, I think we should start by explaining a simple difference that a lot of English learners confuse weather and climate.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
So, weather means the short term conditions. Like today, it's sunny, tomorrow, it's rainy. But climate means the long term pattern of weather in a region.
Perfect. So if you say Spain has a warm climate, you mean it's usually warm, not just today.
Exactly. And climate change means those long term patterns are shifting.
All right. But here's where the debate starts. Some scientists say the Earth naturally goes through warming and cooling cycles, like it's not new.
Right, like the Ice Age. That was obviously before humans had factories or cars.
Exactly. So one argument is that we're just in another natural warm period.
But then there's the data showing how fast it's happening now. That's the scary part.
Imagine if dinosaurs had podcasts back then. They'd be like, guys, is it me or is it getting kind of chilly?
Right, and someone would answer, don't worry, it's just a natural cycle.
Exactly. And next thing you know, ice everywhere.
The point is, changes have always happened, but what's different now is speed. It's like comparing walking versus flying. The planet's temperature used to change slowly over thousands of years. Now it's changing within decades.
That's a great way to see it. And when things happen that fast, animals, plants, and people don't have time to adapt.
Yeah, like coral reefs dying because the oceans get warmer too quickly.
Yeah, the word accelerated is key. It means something is speeding up. So the warming now is much faster than in the past.
And scientists link that to greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane, all those.
Okay, so let's explain greenhouse gases. Imagine the Earth is inside a big invisible glass house. The sunlight comes in, warms everything, but the heat can't fully escape. So it gets hotter and hotter inside.
That's the greenhouse effect. Like when you sit in a parked car under the sun and it turns into an oven.
Exactly. Except this car is called Planet Earth.
So, if the Earth is a car, we're kind of the ones pressing the gas pedal too hard.
True. And we've been using the wrong kind of fuel for too long. Most of our energy still comes from fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas.
Which means every time we turn on the lights or drive, we're releasing more carbon.
Exactly. That's why countries talk about becoming carbon neutral.
Oh, yeah. That means balancing the carbon you produce with the carbon you remove, right?
Right. Like planting trees or using renewable energy such as wind or solar power.
Solar panels are everywhere now. I even saw some on bus stops.
Yeah, that's the cool part of innovation. People are finding creative ways to generate clean energy without hurting the planet.
Nice metaphor. This car is called Planet Earth. Metaphor, by the way, means using an image or comparison to describe something.
So far we've got weather versus climate, accelerated warming, greenhouse gases, and metaphor. We're doing great.
Okay, Tom, let me ask you something. Do you think humans are the main cause of this?
Honestly, yes. Industrialization changed everything. Factories, cars, deforestation.
Deforestation means cutting down trees on a large scale.
Right. And trees absorb carbon dioxide, which helps cool the planet. So fewer trees means more heat trap.
Yeah, but what about volcanoes? They release CO2 too.
True. But the amount humans produce is much bigger. Think of billions of cars running every day.
Fair point. But there's something else. Don't you think the media sometimes exaggerates it to create fear?
Maybe. Exaggerate means to make something sound bigger or more extreme than it really is. And yeah, media loves drama.
Exactly. If they just said temperatures rose 0.1 degree, no one would click. But the planet is burning. Everyone panics.
True. But honestly, we should panic a little. The thing is, small numbers add up.
Yeah, you're right. 1 degree doesn't sound like much, but globally it changes everything. Ice caps, crops, rainfall.
You know what word fits here? Ripple effect. It's when one small change causes many other changes.
Oh, nice. Like dropping a stone in water and seeing the waves spread out.
Exactly, that's a ripple effect.
So, what's your personal experience with climate change?
Well, I grew up in England, right? Summers were mild. Now it feels like Spain sometimes. My dad said, when I was young, we didn't even need air conditioning.
That's crazy. And now in Spain, they have gotufria, storms every year, massive rain in a few hours.
That's another great phrase, by the way, massive rain. But in English, we often say heavy rain.
Oh, yeah. And when it rains a lot unexpectedly, we also say it's pouring.
Or it's raining cats and dogs. That's an old idiom meaning it's raining very heavily.
I've always wondered why cats and dogs, though?
Nobody knows. Some say it came from Old English roofs, where animals used to fall when it rained, but who knows if that's true.
You. Poor cats.
So, okay, let's get back. If climate change is real and caused by humans, can we actually stop it?
That's the big question. I don't think we can stop it completely, but we can slow it down.
Slow down. It's a nice phrasal verb. It means reduce the speed of something.
And that's basically what people mean by sustainability, doing things in a way that doesn't destroy the planet for future generations.
Right. Recycle, drive less, eat local food, stuff like that. And sometimes it's not even about doing something huge. It's about habits.
Yeah, like choosing reusable bags or turning off the lights when you leave a room.
Exactly. We call that being a conscious consumer. It means thinking about how your choices affect the planet.
I like that expression. Conscious means aware, not just doing things automatically.
Right? It's a mindset. If millions of people make small decisions every day, that adds up to big change.
Totally agree. But here's my unpopular opinion. I think a lot of people pretend to care about climate change just because it's trendy.
Oh, controversial.
I mean, come on. People post Save the Earth on Instagram, then take a private jet to a weekend trip.
Yeah, that's called greenwashing. Companies do it too. They pretend to be environmentally friendly for marketing.
Let's explain that. Greenwashing means pretending to care about the environment to look good without actually changing harmful behaviors.
Like a fast food chain saying, we use paper straws now, but they still sell everything in plastic containers.
Exactly. So, how do we make real change?
Education. If kids grow up understanding how the planet works, they'll make smarter choices.
True. Also, governments need to support renewable energy, solar, wind, hydroelectric.
Okay, renewable means it can be used again and again, like the sun or wind.
Yeah, unlike fossil fuels, which are limited,
Speaking of which, do you know why they're called fossil fuels?
because they come from ancient plants and animals that decomposed millions of years ago.
Exactly. So every time we burn oil or coal, we're literally burning ancient life.
That's kind of poetic and tragic.
I know, right?
You know what's interesting though? Some people think we're entering a new geological era because of human activity.
Yeah, I've heard that. They call it the Anthropocene. It basically means the age of humans.
Wow, we've changed the Earth so much that it's getting its own new chapter.
And not necessarily a happy one.
But maybe there's still hope.
There always is. Like that expression, every cloud has a silver lining. It means even bad situations have something positive.
I love that one. Maybe climate change will push us to innovate faster.
Totally. More electric cars, green cities, better technology.
You know what would be awesome? If we could turn CO2 into something useful, like building material.
Some scientists are already doing that, turning carbon into solid materials.
That's amazing. So maybe we should also teach the expression silver lining.
Yeah, like Jessica said, it means the good part hidden inside a bad situation.
So maybe that's our silver lining here. Humans adapt.
Okay, but we also have to admit something. Some people can't afford to go green.
True. Like buying an electric car or organic food is expensive.
That's why real solutions have to be fair for everyone, not just for rich countries.
And that brings us to carbon footprint. That's the amount of CO2 your lifestyle produces.
Right? Flying, eating meat, eating your house, it all adds up.
And adds up is another good phrasal verb meaning small amounts that combine into something bigger.
So you can say, all those little plastic bottles add up to a lot of waste.
Exactly. So Tom, be honest. How's your carbon footprint?
Not great. I fly a lot.
Same. But I recycle.
Recycling helps, but we need to rethink habits. Like buying fewer things.
Oh, I love that word rethink. It's not just think again, it's think differently or change your perspective.
Yeah, like we need to rethink our relationship with nature.
Exactly. So maybe that's the key. Awareness and rethinking.
Speaking of awareness, there's also eco-anxiety. Have you heard that one?
Oh, yeah. It means feeling stressed or anxious about environmental problems.
Right. A lot of young people feel that because they worry about the future of the planet.
That's real. But we can't live in fear either. We need balance.
Balance is everything. Maybe that's the new definition of being modern, knowing how to live well without destroying the world.
Beautifully said. And you know, sometimes small things help. Planting trees, avoiding waste, walking more.
And honestly, it's inspiring when you see people doing those things.
Yeah, like teachers who start recycling programs in schools, or neighbors who share rides to save fuel.
All farmers use the natural methods to grow food instead of chemicals. They might not be famous, but they're real heroes.
I love that. We always talk about global leaders, but change also starts in small towns, in small actions, even at home.
Yeah, every little bit counts. That means even small efforts make a difference.
Speaking of small things, do you separate your garbage?
I do. Plastic, glass, paper. Though sometimes I get lazy.
Same. And sometimes I stand in front of the bins thinking, wait, is this recyclable?
Same. It's like a test every time.
So let's do a quick challenge for our listeners. Think about one small thing you could do this week for the planet. Maybe reduce plastic, walk instead of drive, or plant something.
And also practice your English. Write in the comments what you'll do using one of the new words we explained today.
Like, this week I'll reduce my carbon footprint by walking to work.
Or, I'll try to be more sustainable by using a reusable bottle.
Perfect. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap of today's vocabulary.
All right, we talked about weather versus climate, greenhouse gases, accelerated, ripple effect, deforestation, greenwashing, renewable, carbon footprint, adds up, slow down, silver lining, rethink, eco-anxiety, and every little bit counts.
That's a lot of great expressions. And we use some phrasal verbs like slow down, add up, and go green.
Exactly. Listeners, try to make your own sentences using them and share them in the comments.
And remember, learning English isn't just about memorizing words. It's about using them in real conversations.
And saving the planet while you're at it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's your final thought, Jessica? Can we still save Earth?
I think we can't stop all change, but we can choose the direction.
Nice. I'd say it's like steering a big ship. You can't turn instantly, but small moves change the course.
Ooh, that's a great metaphor again. Steering the ship.
Yeah, meaning guiding or directing something.
So we can steer the ship toward a better future.
And maybe keep the planet cool enough for future beach trips in summer, not November.
Please, yes. I want to enjoy seasons again.
Sane. So to all our listeners, thanks for joining us today. We hope you learned something useful, had a laugh, and got inspired to make small positive changes.
And remember to subscribe to StoryOrbitEN for more fun English conversations like this one.
Leave your comments, share your sentences, and tell us your thoughts. Is climate change real? What do you see in your country? Bye.
We'd love to know. Until next time, keep learning, keep caring, and keep orbiting with us around stories that matter. Bye.